again and welcome back to another session of Commerce class with me Suman Rathore. Friends, dissolution of partnership means termination or end of agreement between the partners, or it means the end or termination of contractual relationship between the partners. Now, a partnership may dissolve when a new partner is admitted into the firm or when a current partner leaves the firm due to death, retirement, insolvency, etc. At that time, the contractual relationship between the partners comes to an end. But if the remaining partner wants to continue the business, then they can do so by entering into a new agreement. So, a partnership can be dissolved even without dissolving a firm. But dissolution of firm always includes dissolution of partnership, because that firm or the business enterprise was the ultimate purpose for which the partnership was formed. And when the operations of that business firm comes to an end, its assets are realized, its creditors are paid off, and accounts are settled in a manner as prescribed in the Partnership Act. So, dissolution of partnership may not involve dissolution of partnership firm, whereas the dissolution of partnership firm always involves dissolution of partnership. Now, a partnership firm may be dissolved in the following ways, like: first is dissolution by agreement. A partnership firm may be dissolved with the mutual consent of all the partners or in accordance with the terms of agreement between the partners. For example, if the partners have decided to run the business enterprise for a period of 5 years, then after the expiry of those 5 years, the operations of the firm will come to an end. Second is dissolution by notice. In case of partnership at will, a firm may be dissolved if any partner gives a notice in writing to other partners of his intention to dissolve the firm. In such a case, the dissolution takes place from the date mentioned in the notice, and if no date is mentioned, then the firm would be dissolved from the date of receipt of that notice by other partners. And when such a notice is given to other partners, it cannot be withdrawn without their consent. Third is contingent dissolution or conditional dissolution. A firm may be dissolved on the happening of any of the conditions, like on the expiry of the term for which it was formed, or on the completion of the venture for which it was formed, or on the death of a partner, or on the insolvency of a partner. Next is compulsory dissolution. A firm will automatically dissolve when all the partners, or when all the partners except one partner are declared insolvent, or when the business of the firm becomes unlawful due to the happening of an event. Next is dissolution through court. The court may order the dissolution of a firm when a partner becomes of unsound mind, or when a partner becomes permanently incapable of performing his duties as partner, or when a partner is guilty of misconduct like moral turpitude or misuse of business money, or when a partner willfully breaches the partnership agreement, or when a partner transfers the interest or his shares in the firm to a third person without the consent of other partners, or when the business of firm cannot be carried on due to loss, or when it is just and equitable that the firm should be dissolved. So, when a partnership firm is dissolved, its assets are disposed of and the proceeds are used in paying off the debts and creditors of the business enterprise. And if there is any deficiency, then the personal property of the partners can be utilized in paying off the debts of the business enterprise. And in case if there is any surplus, then it is distributed among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. Now, that's all for today. Thanks for staying in tune and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you and goodbye for now.